So Tom, thank you so much for your time today. We're really looking forward to seeing you. Are you looking forward to coming down to Australia?
I love coming to Australia. In fact, I've had people ask me, if you had to live anywhere besides the U.S., where would you live?
Yeah.
And I, unablatantly say, hey, I'd be in Australia. I love Sydney, Melbourne, the folks are fabulous. Perth, of course, Perth is like our San Diego, which I just love. And I'm excited. I've been coming there for so many years, and it had such a nice reception from the folks. And I'm going to be just in hog heaven in Australia.
Well, we are really excited to have you down here in Melbourne and Sydney for the NAC. And I know the guys from Empowernet and Success Resources are so excited that you're able to come and speak to the audiences. So the people down here right now, a little bit of where we're up to is we're in pre-election mode. And so there's a lot of talk on the economy being on hold and things being slow. And I'm just wondering if the business owners and leaders, sales managers who'll be in the audience, if there'll be some things you'll be able to talk to them about on how to survive a downturn?
Oh, definitely. In fact, many of the folks that are in the market today in business, they've not been through a down cycle. I mean, we've had both in your country and ours, from 2002 to 2008, we had a 6-year period that was booming. I mean, people that didn't even know they didn't know what they were doing were making a good living. Then all of a sudden, in 2009, 10, 11, things tightened up, things changed. So that's when I wrote my latest book, which is called How to Sell in Tough Times. Because we have had a tough market, but successful people prosper in tough times. And people go, why? Well, because most people slow down when they think it's slowing down, so they slow down.
Yes.
And then, of course, a lot of them lose market share to the competitor who keeps working. And successful people don't care about what the economy is all about. They know what they have to do every day, every week, every month to meet enough people, to close enough sales, to make enough money to reach their goals.
Yeah. And this is the personal responsibility piece here, Tom, which is the next little topic I wanted to touch on. What's the part that you think the emotion management and self-management has to play in succeeding in tough times?
Well, first of all, they have to quit talking about the tough times and have to say, we have the market time to take a lot of market share. And it's all the way you look at everything. Some people see a glass that's half full. Others see that it's half empty or that it's half full. See, it's an attitude.
Yes.
And I totally believe attitude is everything.
Yes.
And again, I can tell you companies today having the best gross volume sales than they've ever had because they are not accepting this nonsense that things are slow, the economy's down. I mean, average people go with what is being talked about, where successful people go, you know what, I can make my marketplace. I'll just outwork everybody else.
Yes. So it really is attitude and just continuing and choosing what we're listening to and what we're believing.
Well, here's the challenge. If you have a negative thought, it starts to affect your emotions.
Yes.
Then, if you take the thought into words, now you speak about it with negativity, it can affect you.
Yes.
That's why I try to teach all the people that I have in my seminars, hey, let everybody else slow down because they think it is slowing down, and you speed up and you'll take all their business.
Yeah. That's great. Tom, I've got a few little questions here from some business people around the country. I've got a question from Perth, a lady by the name of Dawn Russell, Managing Director of Intercept in WA actually. She says, it's a question about what's the most disarming way of getting in front of your ideal client?
Well, first of all, it's find a way to get past the secretary, the gatekeeper, and some people have an assistant that hides them. So you've got to learn, what I call getting past the gatekeeper to get in front of the decision maker. Now, one of the challenges with most people in sales, they start thinking they won't be able to meet the person, and sure enough, their thoughts turn into reality. Or they say to themselves, I don't know what I'm going to say, so they don't know what to say, so they say nothing. And of course, I believe top people. I've had people say to me, Tom, I followed your instructions with your follow-up technique. It took me 6 times to get in front of the decision maker. But that 6th time, I closed the largest business machine sale in the history of our company, which again would have never happened if they got rejected once or twice and quit.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, successful people never quit. Average people quit at the first rejection. Top people go, hey, keep saying no because somebody gets yes. Just wait and see.
Thank you. That's great. There's 2 more. I have a question here actually from some people that you've done some work with over the years. Bartercard in Australia, I've got Brian Hall, the CEO, and Trevor Dietz, the COO, put together a couple of quick... they send their regards. And they asked a couple of questions around how online internet and the way that a prospective customer can research you before you even present, how that kind of has changed selling, in your opinion.
Well, it definitely has. There's no doubt. The internet has given people a tremendous opportunity to think they're saving money. So my personal belief is great companies have to take advantage of the internet. They have to get on it with their product, their service. They have to also come across with, don't say yes to another company till you see what we can do for you. And again, you got to combat your combatant. But I will say this, the internet, all of this electronic transaction, it's fine, but most people spending the money to buy a car, a home, the high-priced items, they want to also feel like I'm relying on a human being.
Absolutely.
So you can't kind of say, and for my friends in those companies, God bless you, I know it's interesting times, but try to get your people to come see us at the program, because I'm going to you're bringing with the workbook I've written, phraseology we've updated, a lot of the basics, of course, but I know you'll sit there and go, yeah, that's what we have to have our people do in this economic cycle we're in.
Absolutely. And it's just part of preparing people for the adjustment. So thank you for that. We've got one final question. This is from Kathleen Lennox. She's in Melbourne, and she's the National Sales and Marketing Manager for CGB Publishing, which are a business franchise magazine. And her question was around, once again, prospects and decision makers are becoming increasingly difficult to reach. This is her question. They're on guard and are very sensitive and resistant to obvious sales techniques. Do you have any suggestions on how to overcome this?
Well, first of all, you can't come across like a salesperson. I try to keep the people that come to see me. Yes, you're selling, yes, you're closing sales, but you can't come across with that demeanor of selling. You've got to come across more as an expert advisor. Someone that can help the company, the person, do better in business. And again, this is the way you deliver. Not so much what you say, but how you say it in business and in the field of sales and marketing. But most people having a challenge today are relying on saying what they used to say, and you can't. You got to come across with a different philosophy, a different attitude. And believe me, before I come to Australia, I've already been spending time with some of the very top people who we've trained in Australia. And the guys and gals that are making a fortune. What are you doing different? How are you keeping up with the economy and the market? And of course, these are the things I'm going to bring to the best of my ability into my program, so people will walk away going, this is going to make me a lot of money. And of course, that's our life.
Absolutely.
Helping people make more money, have a happier
wonderful to talk to you. There's a real commitment there to help people, and this is the thing, isn't it? It's about helping and serving each other. And I just want to say thank you so much, just as we wrap this up, and that we really look forward to seeing you in Melbourne and Sydney in the next couple of weeks. And I want to say once again, thank you so much for your time. And I'm sure that people listening to this will be really encouraged to and glad they made the decision to be coming to see you at NAC in a few weeks' time. So thank you for your time.
You come up and say hi so I can share some ideas with you, okay?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you so much, Tom.